This weekend by far was our biggest and best market ever. I've been doing this since 2017, and the summer market 2024 smashed all of our goals. It was absolutely amazing. It was set on the Black River Landing up in Lorain, Ohio, and I want to bring you along and share a few of the sights and scenes and sounds and just the gloriousness of all of it. But I also want to share with you what went wrong, what went right, what our top sellers were, and how we did overall. So come along. Good morning. It's the summer market time. It is 6:30 in the morning, and we're gonna drive 3 hours north to Lorain. You can see we're all packed up. This is my buddy for the weekend. He's gonna make all the sales while I shop, and we're ready to go. We're gonna take you along. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to start with what went really well. We have been really listening to our customers, and I've been taking their comments and listening to their needs and their wants and their creativity and trying to funnel that into products that I think that they'll really like and that will really resonate with them. And we saw that pay off this past weekend. They asked for bucket hats. I made bucket hats. They sold out. They asked for more Ohio shaped hats. I made more. My husband doesn't stitch, but he helps with a lot of things, and those sold out. Same thing with the wildflowers. Customers wanted wildflowers outside of the state hats, so outside of the shapes of states, just the wildflowers. We made those really did really well too. So we really tried to find what was resonating with our customers, listen to them, listen to their creativity, and I really tried to produce products that they would enjoy and would help them in their creative journey as well. That worked out really great. The second thing I normally do this, but I made extra this time. Were watercolor hand-painted cards, and I made 110. We had, well, I'll let you know how many orders we had at the end, but I had just barely enough to give everyone a free hand-painted watercolor card with an envelope with each order. So it didn't matter if the customer spent $5 or way more than that, they got a hand-painted card, which they seemed to really, really love. I intend and hope to be a very generous shopkeeper. I love to package everyone's products up in a very cute way and just engage with customers and make it a really good experience for them. So they love those hand-painted cards. The other thing we did was we sent out a little bowl with hand-painted bookmarks. And this was a new idea I got when I was sitting in Panera. I overheard a conversation next to me where two women were speaking, and one of the women was talking about how she loved to go to craft fairs, artist markets, and she didn't shop. She just looked around and loved being around all the creative people, getting ideas, just being in the place of happiness with other people. She really found joy in that. And while I can't do this if I don't sell products, obviously I would become a hoarder with handmade products up to the top of my head. And I really appreciate the sales wholeheartedly. I also appreciate the customers who come in who maybe can't afford something at this time, or maybe they're downsizing, or maybe they're just not in the mood to actually purchase, or for whatever reason it is, they just come in and they encourage us, they give us super positive comments on our products, and they engage with us that way. But I wanted to engage more on my end, so I offered a free bookmark just for visiting our booth while they lasted, to anyone who came in and looked around. And by the next day in the morning, they were gone. I had made 50. Customers loved them. They thanked us so much for them. They were so excited to see them. And it just made my heart super happy to be able to offer that and to be able to engage with the people who weren't or couldn't shop that day, but wanted to be a part of the whole amazing vibe at the summer market. And it worked really, really well. So I'm definitely going to do that, if possible, for all my markets moving forward. If you're interested, at the end of this video, I will link the 2 videos that are tutorials on how to make the 100 cards. They're flowers, they're 3-petal flowers. And there's another video on how to make 50 tulip watercolor bookmarks. So check those out at the end if you would like. So now for what went wrong. Our iPhone is how we process all of the orders. And even though the summer market this year was not 90 degrees and we weren't completely melting, it was in the 80s, there was a nice breeze, it was still very, very warm. And my iPad, where we were processing orders at the time connected to my phone, was dying fast. The battery was running out so quickly, and it was so hot we ended up putting ice packs under it to kind of try to chill it out a little bit. But we knew it was dying fast, so we decided that evening to go out and buy a charging station and figure out how to use a charging station to do that. And at the end of the day, I actually had to switch to an iPhone, and during that process it was very stressful because we had to reset the hardware. And so anyway, so one of the things that we did not do well was come prepared to have a charging situation where we could keep our iPad going and able to process orders quickly. So I think we had a customer that was kind of bearing with us when we were in that transition, and she was super gracious. So if you see this video, thank you so much for patiently waiting for us. So the second thing we didn't do right was shade. Our booth setup was amazing. Our customers were shaded, but our checkout was kind of in the back corner off to the side. And unfortunately, it was not shaded, and I got a little sunburnt. I try to keep my husband in the shade as much as possible, but I think we might consider some kind of umbrella stand or something, some sort of additional shade situation to keep us a little bit cooler and more comfortable. And then the third was liquids. I did not do liquids well. Got totally dehydrated. I brought twice as many liquids as last time. I don't know what it is about markets, but I drink and drink and drink, and I cannot get enough liquid. I had lemonade, water, iced tea, a Coke every day, and it still was not enough. So if you are a maker or an artist and you set up at vendor fairs and you somehow are able to stay hydrated, please comment and let me know what you're bringing, how much you actually bring, or if it's just me that I just need to drink so many liquids at these things. Okay, next up is top sellers, and I have my list here so that I don't get it wrong, but number 5, so this is what came in 5th place, we sold 11 sets of our watercolor card packs of 5. And then number 4 were the watercolor singles, which we sold 13 of. So I'm super excited that everyone was loving the watercolors. They are each original and hand painted, and that makes my heart so happy because I love painting them. Number 3 were the floral hats. We sold 16 of the floral hats. And number 2 were the wildflower hats. We sold 17 of those. And number 1, probably not a surprise to the people who know me that are watching this, but it was the state wildflower hats. We sold 37 wildflower hats, state hats. And we sold out of Ohio. I think I had 20 Ohio. We sold out of West Virginia. I made more than I made at our previous spring markets, including the one in West Virginia. We sold out of all of those. We sold out of Michigan, and I think that was it. So I had, I think, 13 or 14 hats left over, and those are now online. So if you want to check those out, feel free to see what we have available. How we did overall. So we had our most sales, so this is individual products, and we sold 131 products, and we had 107 orders. So 107 people purchased from my booth over the weekend, and the average order was $31. So overall, it was a fantastic weekend. Now, if you would like to see either of those videos where I show how to make 50 bookmarks or 100 watercolor cards, just go ahead and click on those videos and watch those through and see if it's something you might like to do. If you'd like to see more market videos, tutorials, and oh, I've got something new coming up that I hope to start this week, maybe next week, we'll have to see. But yeah, please subscribe. Thank you.